What's up, everybody, and welcome. Oh, happy Tuesday. I guess it's Tuesday, right? It's kind of crazy how time seems to fly by, but also stand still at the same time. So, I have my co driver, Gregor Schill, right here on my headset with us, and he is going to be coaching me around Misano for our second coaching session for tomorrow's race. Oh my gosh. Oh, wait, hold on. No sound. Let's start over.
Yeah, no worries. S-
What's up, everybody? Sorry about that. I forgot to press that mic button. How are you? Happy Tuesday, everybody. And this is exciting because this is my second coaching session with my co driver, pro sim racer Gregor Schill. And I have him on the headset with me, and he is going to try to get me up to speed for tomorrow's race of the More Female Racers Championship. So that's a steep learning curve. How you doing, Gregor?
Exactly. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm very excited for today's practice again, as it's like the last one before tomorrow. I think we can maybe improve already today. Maybe some corners, your consistency or so, and then we'll practice maybe a little bit overtaking after we analyzed a little bit the Motec data and you did some laps to get warmed up. And then at the end,
Sounds
maybe some driver swaps, and then we should be ready for tomorrow.
Oh boy, that sounds like a lot. But we've been doing this every week, so it's just very steep learning curve every single week for me. This is, I think, going on my fourth week of playing Assetto Corsa Competizione, and yeah, it's just been kind of thrown at me, and I just have to run with it.
Yeah, it's a very difficult game to master. Definitely, it's not like an arcade game like F1 or other arcade games. You definitely have to rely on your driving skills here, and no, you also have like no big driving assists allowed. So yeah, it's not a easy game to master, so to say, basically. Yeah,
I've
then
been loving it.
that's cool. That's nice to hear. Um, yeah, I guess then we'll just um do like 13 minutes of Motec analysis because I have your data ready and also mine, so we can basically do like a comparison this first 13 minutes. Then we'll do like 10-20 minutes for you to get warmed up on the server,
Okay,
and then I'll also watch your line there, maybe give you some tips, areas where you can improve, and then the overtaking practice, and at the end, of course, the driver swap, and then we should be fine. So
okay, a lot,
basically,
but I'm totally up for it. So, okay, so at right now, you looked at some data that I sent to you last night. Is that right?
exactly, yeah, that's correct.
Okay. So we were just talking about that before we went live, and is that something that you can show
Yeah,
us?
I have it on my stream and on the Discord, so if you want to show it to your people, you can maybe show them the Discord or give them a link to my stream also that they can watch
Uh,
the also the data because I think everybody can learn maybe from it. So
Sounds good. 1 second. Let me switch over here and see if this works. Three, two, one. Let's see if this magic works. Oops. Hold on. That did not work. Hold on. One more second.
no worries, we have time.
I wanted to do that. All right. There we go. I
Okay,
think we're good here.
yeah, nice, it
Right.
works, it works. Yeah, we see it on your stream. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
That's cool.
So
Uh,
let's talk about this.
yeah, so basically what I've done is let me let me can you hear me still, Verena? Hello?
Uh-oh. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Verena.
Um, hold on. I I can. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I can also hear you. Everything
Okay.
is fine. Yeah, basically I have your fastest lap, the 46.7, which you sent me today, and my 42.8. Your on every graph you have like the colored line, and I'm the white line. So basically, at the top we have the variance graph, which shows us where you lose time. compared to me. Like at the start, we're equal, and then you lose, of course, time over the lap. Um, then the next graph is the speed graph, which shows us, yeah, the speed of the car over the lap. Then the gear, which we are currently in, the throttle, how much throttle we apply, how fast, and then also the brake pressure. So these are like basic the graphs which we need, yeah, to compare our driving inputs. And maybe like we can start with turn one. So basically we approach turn one, we are equal, and then as we start braking, you see here at the speed graph already you start to lose speed early. And this is because if we look here down at the bottom, the lowest graph here, we see the brakes, and you basically see that even I changed like the time to, yeah, to distance on the bottom on the scale, so we basically can see how much earlier you brake. So if I go, let me like that, you see like you brake at 135 approximately, and I brake at 162. So
Oh, wow.
you basically brake 30 meters too early, and this is like such a massive difference because you see how much more speed I can carry. And the other important thing to see is that when I start braking for this corner, I'm trying to be as fast as possible at 100% brake input.
Mhm.
So basically I need maybe 5 meters or so to reach 100%. But you basically start 30 meters earlier than me braking, and you reach even later the 100% braking. So you
Okay.
need basically almost 40 meters, even a little bit, yeah, 40 meters approximately to reach 100%, whereas I need 5 meters. So basically you lose already here because you can carry much less speed through the corner, as you also hold on the brake pressure much longer and,
Mhm.
yeah, than me. So you basically see this time loss in this variance graph. Not only in the variance graph, but also in the speed graph, because you see I can carry much more corner speed through the corner. I'm like from the entry onwards, I'm over 10 kph, and even here I'm 30 kph faster than you. So you basically
Okay.
see that you lose like here maybe how much do you lose in this specific corner? You lose basically half a second in turn one
Wow.
because you don't carry
That's a
as much
lot.
speed. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
That's a
definitely,
lot for one corner.
yeah, exactly. Then for turn two, so the left-hander afterwards, um, we basically I brake a little bit earlier again. This time I brake earlier, but then I also released the brake earlier, which is like equals out, and there we are like I would say you lose here almost no time in turn two. Uh, yeah, exactly. Then we are starting accelerating, and then the next braking zone, turn three, comes, where we have the same phenomenon than we had at turn one. So basically, you start again applying the brake pressure. Approximately now, it's even more. It's, yeah, let's say 50 meters before me, you start applying the brakes, and you reach it at like 750 meters. And I am starting braking at 710 meters, so basically 15, not 15, 50 meters later than you, and we get off the brakes at the same time, which is basically, you see again that you just carry again less corner speed into the corner, and as a result you lose there again. How much do you lose here? Let me check. You lose in this corner again 4 tenths basically in this corner,
Wow.
only because you brake too much, and you, yeah, basically you start braking too early, and when you brake you apply the brake, you need a very long time to apply the brake pressure. So
Okay.
basically what you need to try is, especially in the corners where you need to brake very hard, to get as fast to 100% as possible,
Okay.
and lift the brakes then at the same time, which will be difficult because your muscle memory is not used to that.
Yeah.
and th
Exactly.
and then what do we have? It's turn 4. The left-hander here is fine. For example, here you see in the throttle graph, I'm lifting a little bit only and then going straight on the throttle, whereas you go completely off the throttle and then you need some time to get on 100% back. So basically, this shows me that you don't have so much trust in the car, because you can carry much more speed through the corner. You basically have not even to lift completely. You just go slightly off the throttle to 60% or so, and then go
Okay.
again full on the throttle. And because this corner is like very important, as you see at the left bottom there, you have like the track, and this is the
Oh,
corner
that's right.
which leads to one of the
The long straight.
longest straights. Yeah, exactly. So the time which you lose on the exit there, you carry this the whole straight. So, and that's why you lose in this corner basically 7 tenths. Yeah, and then we are like to 1.5 tenths.
Wow.
So
That's a lot. It is just in the first four corners. That
yeah,
all adds up so quickly.
yeah,
So that's also the corner that I've been having a really hard time because I have been invalidating a lot of laps, either because invalidating the laps on the track out on the straight, or kind of cutting in too much. And I feel like I'm just taking a wrong line. So I think I might have to square it off a little bit more rather than cutting in so early for that one, but we'll take a look.
yeah, exactly. So just need to get a better feel for the car, how much corner speed you can carry through this six. I think it's turn 6 or 5.
Okay.
Yeah, basically this is then the straight, full throttle there, and then we start braking for the hairpin, and we have the same mistake, so to say, that you start braking again earlier than me. This time maybe only 10 or 20, 30 meters or so, but then you
Okay.
already need too much time to get to 100%. The braking release is fine. I see an attempt to trail brake. It's also looking good. I'm trail braking a lot more into the corner, which you see because I take more time to get into zero braking pressure. But again, because you start braking earlier and not so hard, you have the same. Uh, you have like my braking line or my braking distance plus the braking distance which you brake earlier. So basically
Okay.
you lose like again here on the braking you lose 2 tenths, and then you are also take more time to get on the throttle, which you see here. I'm how much I'm like 7 meters earlier on the throttle, or in time it's basically, let me check if it's the correct graph. Yeah, it's fine. In time wise, it's like I am 1.5 seconds earlier than you on the throttle, so your coasting phase is way too long there.
Okay.
And then let me go back to distance and get a bigger picture of it. You see this also in this speed graph, because I'm carrying on the one hand more speed into the corner, but then I'm also early on the throttle, which means I cross your basically your speed graph, and then I'm already again on top of it. And then
Okay.
at the end of the straight, and then we get into your favorite corner. So
That's right.
um, basically we have again the same. If you maybe just cut this start zone of your braking away from like 1140 meters till, I don't know, till 2000, because the way like which you have from 0 to 100% brake pressure is way too high. If you just
Okay.
try to get, if you brake at this point of the track, try to get instantly on 100% and then release the brake as you do normally, and then
Okay.
you would basically be fine, because it's only the how you apply the initial brake pressure. This is like what you're doing wrong, so to say. Um, then yeah, the throttle. It's. I think you. are not scared, but you have to use the traction control. You slam the throttle on the exit because it will help you. You will not lose
Yes.
any power. You won't spin. These GT4 cars are very easy to drive on the throttle, so you just have to slam the throttle and trust the car that it will do like the magic for you.
Okay, sounds good. In my race cars, I never had traction control as well, like in my real race cars. So
Yeah,
that's definitely a tough thing and to get used to,
yeah.
trusting that it will kick in for you and you can drive with it on. And I think also because this is a mid-engine car, then I am a bit afraid of slamming on the throttle, and maybe I, just have a little bit of steering input and then it spins. So that
Hmm.
I think what I'm trying to avoid. But yeah, I will definitely try to just slam on the throttle and make sure that that wheel is pointed
Yeah,
straight.
perfect, perfect. Yeah, and then also again you see in the braking, just you need to be instantly on when you brake, and at this braking area or braking zone in turn 10, I think you need to be on 100% brake pressure very fast again, and then you can release the throttle brake like you do. Um,
Okay. Yeah,
okay,
that's a tricky corner. I
yeah,
think I've been doing it a lot better though.
yeah,
Like
definitely.
in my last couple of sessions after our coaching session
That's true.
helped.
I believe you. S- so yeah, then we are back on the straight. Uh,
5-5-3-2 corner
yeah. So basically,
in the
like
fifth gear.
in your favorite corner here, you lose 7 tenths again on me.
My
Oh,
gosh, it's so much.
and it's only because you brake too much initial, not too much, but you start braking too early and too less. So you need just to try to brake later and reach faster the 100% brake pressure. That's that's like the only major issue in your driving style in the sim now. I mean, I get that it's hard because like in reality, I think if you go too fast on 100% brake pressure, at this speed you lock up the tires instantly. So it makes sense that you don't get so fast to 100%, but in the sim, this is like the fastest way. So yeah, let's look now. Now we get into the right-hander where you just need to brake a tiny bit to get the car rotated. And for example, here you see you get here you do well. You get fast to 100%, but you don't need it here. You just brake a little bit, maximum here like 80, 70%. Brake, decelerate the car to get the speed right, and then lift the brakes and try to turn the car while trail braking. Use the brakes to turn the car and not the steering wheel, so to say, to get into the corner. And this is where you gain lose like massive time, because I think you don't uh, have like this sense of speed, which is like also logical because I have like 600 hours in ACC and you only have like ACC. You drove ACC for 4 weeks and it's like completely new to you. So basically in this turn, this faster right-hander where you brake very less, you lose much time because as you see here, I'm 50 kph faster than you in this corner, 50 kph, and that's a lot. So basically, what you need to try there is braking less and carry more momentum through the corner.
Okay.
That's basically what you have to try there. Um, Copy. Then I have to. The next corner is fine. Maybe
The,
you
the
can.
one that
Yes,
the
sorry.
one that you were just talking about,
Yeah,
that you're 50 kph faster than me, that was is that the fifth gear corner?
it's
Fifth.
fifth gear. Yeah, fifth gear.
Oh, that one. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's the
And
fifth
then
gear.
it goes down to
Fifth gear. Then you go
3
down
and
into.
2.
Yeah, you go down to three there.
Hmm.
Oh, actually, interesting. That's good to
Am I
know.
in the wrong gear?
Um, Let me check. Is this my or your? Yeah, basically, an indicator why you are taking this corner so slow is also that you are one gear down than me.
Oh,
Ba-
should I be in fourth in that?
Yeah, because you don't
Yeah.
brake so much. So you brake too much, and then you also need to shift down in third gear. I'm
Got it.
thinking about, do I see, not the traction circle. I want to see which RPM we have there. Yeah, let's go back to general. Um, yeah, exactly. Basically, I'm in the fourth gear, almost in the ref limiter, and you're almost in the third gear in the ref limiter. So that shows you also that you're like, you can carry much more speed through this corner. Then for the next one, of course, you lose also again because you decelerate way too much. Um,
I I apex that corner in fourth, and then I go down to third, give it a little bit of gas, staying to the left, and then brake again, downshifting to two for that
yeah,
other right.
yeah.
Did I hear?
Basically, I'm going also into third gear, but I'm downshifting a little bit later and use the downshift also for rotation, basically.
Okay,
And yeah,
interesting.
yeah. And you have to
So
carry in this braking zone, you have to carry the brakes more through the corner
okay,
than braking like quick and then let go of the brakes.
got
The
it.
the next right-hander, then again the same with like, you have to be faster on reaching 100% brake pressure, and then also maybe trying to lift off the brakes long, that you need more time to reach again 0% brake pressure, so you trail brake very deep into the corner.
Hmm.
That's what you need to try, which will help you to rotate the car. um, this is then the right hander, then the next one is the left hander, which is fine. Let me check. We go through this left hander there. Okay, so let me zoom again in. um, this is this one. Basically, what we see here again now, in the fast corners where you only have to lift and then go instantly on the throttle, you take again a little bit too much time to reach 100% throttle. So you again need to just slam the throttle, because
Slam it.
your speed is also very high, so you won't lose the car there because you have enough aero and mechanical grip. Basically, like I'm lifting and then slamming the throttle again, and I'm like it. Let's change again to time. At where is it? Where is it? Okay, I have to zoom out again. Uh, okay, okay. So, yeah, okay. Okay. I know why it's showing it wrong, because it was on based on the time. Yeah. So just, if you lift in the fast corners, just go again very fast on the throttle again, because you have enough grip and you won't lose the car. Um, and then the last corner, again the same braking. You start earlier than me, but reaching the peak pressure later, and then releasing the brakes at the same time. So you just have basically to focus when you're braking, try to slam the brakes and then release them carefully. Because if you release them too fast, you will get understeer because you load the front tires, the rear tires. Let me think. If you release the brakes, you apply too fast, again the load on the rears, and then you understeer. So basically, you need just to have a long braking trace when you release the brakes.
Okay.
And then, of course, if you have like, I mean, you see, almost every braking zone, you have to reach 100% braking input. Only like two corners, basically, which is turn 2 and turn 12. I think the fifth gear corner, you only brake less than 100% brake pressure.
Okay.
Okay. Um, yeah, this would be for the Motic data analysis part of the practice today, I think. Now we can.
Wow.
I mean, if you have any questions, ask them now.
Okay. No, I think that overall, let's just say because tomorrow is the race,
Yeah.
and we have little time to try to figure out like how I'm going to shave off those seconds in each corner and overall. So if I was to change, let's just say one thing overall, it's braking later and getting to 100% brake pressure sooner in the hard braking corners. Is that what we're
Yeah, this is where you lose the most of the time. Exactly.
okay?
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, let's then jump on the server, I think.
All
I'll just
right.
quickly. Uh,
Wow. That was a lot. That was a lot, folks. Hold on. Let me get my things together. Let's go back here. Wow. Yeah, that was a lot. So, like I said, it's a very steep learning curve. All I have is tomorrow, basically.
yeah, I mean, your lap time is you are on point. So basically, you also improved again compared to the Hungarian from your time delta to me, basically. So
Okay.
you improved overall. But if you like improve, I mean, if we see like you are approximately 3.5 to 4 tenths of my time, if you improve the braking and you would have then the right braking technique, so to say, I think this would give you 2 seconds basically over the track.
Yeah, and 2 seconds is a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm now in the game.
What's up, everybody? Who everybody who's joining us, thank you so much. I mean, my brain is kind of going to explode, but this happens every week as I learn a new track about 4 days prior to the race. So, a lot going on here. And I have an awesome co driver, Gregor Schill, on my headset with me, coaching me through everything. And I hope that as you looked through the most tech data as well, it helped you to figure out stuff for yourself, as you drive through Misano, if you know Misano. All right, are we getting on the
So,
solo, right?
so
I think that's
um,
the only one.
I think we can also go on the team server because I think I don't need to drive. I know the track basically. I don't need to do any laps. I will just
Okay.
it will be more efficient if I'll just watch you and tell you maybe the
Okay.
areas which you where you can improve and basically remind you every lap that you have to brake harder. So
That's that's right. So here's the thing, like before we went live, you talked about um the pedal being too hard for me. And the thing is, I have the Fanatic inverted pedals version 3, and it came with the stock dampers. And you know, I'm going to show you right here what I have, Greg, so Um, this is the kit, the performance braking kit that I have here, and it comes with these little stock things, squishy dampers. But of course, I said I want it like my real race car, my rally car, which didn't have, ABS, traction control, all kinds of stuff, and we're racing on a loose surface. So I'm going to make my brake pedal very, very hard. And actually, my rally car brake pedal was way too hard, but I went ahead and I switched these things out to make the pedal even harder. Now, the thing is, and I've been thinking about this actually just before we got on the stream. Based on what you're saying from the data, I should technically have a softer pedal at this point so I can
mm,
get to
mm,
100% when I need to.
it's not the brake performance kit because actually
It's not.
I have also the brake performance kit installed in my Fanatec V3 pedals. It's the damper behind the brake, which like gives you like a more resistance to reach 100% brake pressure. I think if you
Which
do you have the inverted pedals, right?
is that what you have?
I have the normal V3 pedals. You have the inverted ones,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
So basically, the inverted pedals have a damper behind the brakes. and this damper is like a resistance that you reach the 100% brake pressure later. And with
Okay.
this damper, it's hard for you to get at the same time to 100% brake pressure than me. It's like useful in iRacing where you don't aim to reach 100% brake pressure, but here in ACC
Mhm.
it's a key thing to reach 100% brake pressure.
Okay.
And this damper is like not so useful in ACC. It's my opinion,
Okay.
basically. Yeah.
So is the damper, and I'm looking at it right now because I could just turn the knob, and then it would. And I haven't actually even looked into these settings. I just went kind of by feel, like what feels good. But obviously, it's performance wise. Looking at the data, it's not working for me. So should I be turning that knob down?
I'm I'm not sure how the damper not works, but how you can tweak it, because I know another driver who also had like the brake this dynamic damper on the brake installed, and he removed it completely because it was hard for him to brake with it like me to achieve this 100% brake pressure so early, because the damper just delays basically the time which you to achieve 100% brake pressure. So maybe you just have to read the manual or so how to maybe like deactivate the damper, so to say, that you only have the brake and this brake performance kit which you have installed, which you use to brake and not the damper.
Okay. So many things. Well, I guess right now we're just gonna do with what we have.
Yeah, exactly.
I might play with it tonight, but I don't know if I should risk that because I've only been playing ACC for this is my fourth week now, and this is the settings. It's kind of like changing your car before the night before the race. I'm not sure if I want to do that. What
Yeah,
do you think?
I think it doesn't make so much sense to change it today or tomorrow. I think it would be more or it would be better if we change it maybe afterwards, after the race, that you maybe
Mhm.
can drive a little bit around the same track, that you have like not this uncertainty about a new track, that you
Mhm.
try to adapt to the new brakes, so to say, on the same track
Okay.
which you know, and then move. Then if you are like adapted to this new braking feel, so to say, you switch then, or we switch then to the new circuit. I think it's in Laguna Seca because it's the last race, I think, um, where we will race, I guess, of the series. And then you should be definitely be better there, because you will reach the 100% brake pressure
Okay.
faster, so to say.
All right. So let's do it, I guess.
Yeah,
All
basically
right. So
load the setup now and drive out, get comfortable with the car.
going to load. I did a slightly modified version, but I went back to the other one.
Yeah, yeah. A GMC Daddy in your chat. It's not about the maximum brake force which she needs to apply. It's like she applies the 100% brake pressure, but she needs too much time because the damper is working and delaying the time. That's basically yeah, what's wrong, so to say. It's not that she has not enough force in her feet to brake 100%. It's not that. It's just the damper delays like the time, or it takes longer to achieve 100% brake pressure. That's the thing. It's more like
So
the hardware, I guess, than you're driving. So
yeah, I need to work out my legs more. All right, so I have 73 liters of fuel, just over, and we're ready to go.
yeah, exactly. We're ready to go.
Okay, so much to learn here. And here, this is where I would consider it being the formation lap, correct? And then I requested you just while I'm coming
Yeah,
out of the pits.
exactly. Yeah. Now for the next turn, just try to slam the brakes as hard as possible and as fast as possible.
Literally have I'm standing on the pedals, but so we'll see. We'll see what happens. So this line here, I think I need, before cutting in, I need to square it off a little more because I've been invalidating the lap a lot, like coming out here, or I'm not quite sure. I guess at speed, you'll tell me. So
Yeah. If you invalid there on the exit, this means that you maybe need to lift off just a tiny bit before the apex and then go on the throttle at the apex. So don't
okay.
lift at the exit because we want to have like the minimum corner speed at the apex and not after it. So as soon as we are at the apex, we normally want to accelerate.
Theoretically, it's like it all makes sense. I know this. It's just like trying to apply it.
Yeah, yeah,
It's a tough thing.
definitely, definitely. And it also
Okay.
takes time, so no stress there.
So this is the part where I'm supposed to be braking. I'm in fourth, and
At the apex, you
then
go maybe a little bit earlier. You go in third. Yeah, exactly.
third. Okay. So I was downshifting too early there.
Yeah,
So
because you brake too much in this corner, so you were like forced to downshift into third gear.
exactly. Okay. So oh, get on the brake. I mean, get on the gas. Sorry. Okay. Oh no, no. What was I doing?
This was
Just Greg's like, what's happening here? Just forget that. Okay,
this
let's
this
do it.
this was the rain line, so
That's the
basically
rain line.
Joker lap, really.
So I'm just trying to utilize my brake pedal a little bit more.
Yeah, no problem.
So this line too, I think. There we go. That's better. There we go. Literally out of my seat there. Um, I need to square that corner off. There we go. I mean, that was, I think, I don't know. I mean, it requires a lot of brake pressure.
Yeah. You mean it will be also hard, to do it consistently, right? To reach that it's so fast. So yeah, maybe you have to tweak the damper after the race tomorrow.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay.
Mhm.
Place here.
Yeah, just try to adapt.
Like there's so many things going through my head right now, and how I can how I can change certain things based on data.
Hmm.
There. Side. Okay.
Let's go. Yeah.
Trying to brake later, trying to get to 100%. It's just kind of too late.
Mm.
So trying to find that balance.
Don't stress yourself. Just try it. It's not bad if you miss the corner or overshoot it. Just try to get better lap after lap, basically.
I'll let her go.
Yeah.
Make this clean. We'll make it smooth.
Yeah.
Oh, all over the place. I should be flat out there.
And go completely over the inside curb there.
Definitely carry more momentum into that.
Mm-hmm.
Rubbing speed.
Hmm. Now for turn 1, slam completely the brakes on the entry as fast as you can, and then release the brakes as you do normally. A little bit too late. But see, you gain time. That's what I
Yeah.
mean. You were too late,
Okay.
but you were faster on 100% brake pressure, and this was even faster than braking like earlier and not so hard.
So it's just kind of making sure I could do it consistently without completely blowing it.
Yeah. See, there you can
Oh.
go completely over the inside curb there.
So, see, am I just turning too late? I just have to turn earlier. I was trying to kind of square that off because I've always kind of invalidate that lap
Mm-hmm.
on that corner.
Yeah, I think you just turned too late, basically there.
Okay. we go. Too much.
Now again, slam the brakes at the entry. You need try to brake there a little bit, not earlier. But it's like your start braking point is right, but then you need to go left. Now you were too early on the left side, basically.
Oh.
You have to find like the middle.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go through at full throttle, but I cut in too early or I track out and I invalidate that one.
It's hard to get this corner full throttle, especially in the race. So basically, you have
Okay.
to lift anyway on the
Okay.
left hander.
Good to know. Okay. Oh boy. It's all falling apart.
Don't
I'll
stress
pull it
yourself.
together.
It's fine. Everything's fine. See, now you did like the same. You braked way too much for this corner. You don't have to brake there 100%. That was good.
So this one.
This is also fine.
Okay, cool. Let's try this again.
Lift a tiny bit then. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, perfect.
Cool.
You can do it.
Better.
See? Awesome.
I think because I was trying not to lift, so.
Yeah. There you go. Was also fine. A little bit away from the apex, but it's okay. Now try to remember, stay longer in fourth gear now. Don't brake so much as you did before. Try to carry the speed for this corner.
And then, then it feels, I don't know, that's a new feeling. Oh boy, here we go.
I know it's feeling a little bit scary to carry so much speed into this corner, but you can do it. See how much you gained by braking more effective, so to say.
Yeah.
Then you have to lift a little bit, unfortunate, but you were 3/10 up there.
Oh. I should have lifted before I apex that left corner rather than on the exit, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yes.
Now you braked way too much.
Okay.
Try for this corner to brake maximum 60%. At the next lap, I don't want to see 100% braking input there. I will remind you
Okay.
on the straight.
Here we go. Gregory's getting strict. Like,
10
I
sit-ups
will
if you
remind.
if you
That's Here we go. We're keeping it clean. Oof.
was very close. Was almost not a cut. Very close.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, this was much better. A little bit, we can go more over the inside curb there. And
Okay.
okay, so reminder, no 100%
Yeah.
brake pressure. 60,
Okay.
80% basically.
Okay.
This was 100%. I saw it.
What?
Yeah, it was 100% brake pressure. The people also saw it in the stream.
Guys, stop.
You can clip it and send it. Okay.
Well, it didn't feel like it. As far as like I wasn't standing on the pedal,
Mm-hmm.
which is interesting because thinking about trying to get to 100% brake pressure quickly in other corners.
Mm-hmm. As soon as you lift it, you can already go on the throttle in the
Okay.
speed.
Too slow. Felt like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh no. Entrance.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Now 60% brake pressure.
60%.
Yeah.
Before it was 80%. Okay.
Brake less. Was again 100% at the start.
I
um.
just brushed. Okay.
I mean, does it feel like? Do you feel you are at the end of the break, or you are, are you not at the end of the break, and it's still showing you 100%?
So it feels like I'm not just brushed the brake pedal, but I hardly put any brake, not hardly, but I mean, it's significantly
Less.
less pressure on the brake pedal than I would
Mm-hmm.
normally like going into here, right? So,
Okay. Okay. Then maybe get on the gravel or on the side of the track, and then just stand still. Now try to aim for the brake bar, like be on 50%. How much pressure do you have to apply to have the brake bar on the yeah, around 50%? How much is it basically? And how does it feel? Is it way too less pressure or? to reach 50%, hold it. How much brake pressure do you have to put on with your feet if you are at 50% basically?
There, that's
Try
just
to
say that's like, I don't know.
try to hold it
So,
before the brake bias, before BB, around that.
so let me just see that this is 100%, which is probably like 80% pressure. And then coming off, it is like right there. It seems like 50, 40, 50%
Yeah.
pressure, more like 50%.
And
But at speed, it feels different. I guess because,
mhm,
like, for hard braking, right? I'm trying to get to 100% braking quickly.
yeah,
Then I'll just literally like get off my seat and stand on it.
yeah.
So I think that's the difference.
Mhm.
Like
Okay.
I'm ready to just like stand on it versus like if I just sit back and then let my foot or leg do the work for me, it just feels a little bit different.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, maybe let's do some drag practice. So now, just
okay.
if you're at zero brake, now try to get the brakes at to 50% as fast as possible, and then lift off, and then do it again to 50%, and then lift off, and do it again.
So just do 50% braking exercises,
Yeah, and hold it,
basically.
and hold it 1 second basically.
And
Hold it at 50 seconds, and then at 50%, and then release the brake. Hold it, release, and now try 60%, a little bit more than 50. Then release, and then again.
like
Yeah. Get a feeling for
definitely
it.
leg exercises.
Yeah.
Leg day.
Hashtag like that.
I need my handbrake. Arm exercises. All right.
Okay. This should be enough. Now go back to the pits, drive out again that you have no new tires, and try to
Okay.
replicate this in the corner where you have issues, basically.
Okay. That was good.
Because now normally you have like a feeling about how much pressure you should apply there. Because you could look on this bar, on the brake bar, and see how much pressure do you really need to apply to reach this amount of brake.
That's true.
So let's see now.
And then also to do it at speed, which is a whole different ball game because you get like the adrenaline going through your veins, and you're like, oh, I just want to make this corner. Um, so we will see. Wait,
Yeah,
did I
that's
have new tires? I just want to check. So yep, 3 all around. We're
nice.
gonna go back out of here. And everybody who's watching, thanks for hanging out. I mean, this is it's a lot to learn and a lot to fix before tomorrow's race, but we're gonna do everything we can and a lot to take in as far as reprogramming of my brain and how much brake pressure and everything. But this is the process.
I mean, it's like not only for the race tomorrow, this will benefit you in every future race basically because you will have the right braking technique, especially in ACC, so, or other sims also. Yeah.
That's right. And for those of you who are just joining us, this is my 4th week playing ACC, and we are on Misano. Okay.
Exactly.
Getting the tires warmed up. So I'm going to track out here. I'm going to lift a little here, pivot the car in right here, turn, lift a little, take everything on the inside, track out to the right, full throttle to 5th gear. Going to brake before the 100-meter mark, downshift, cut on in, taking a lot more of that curb, carrying the momentum out and slamming on the gas. Getting on the curb on the left, braking down to 3, looking to the right down to 2, apexing, patience, and getting on the gas smoothly. All right, this is where Gregor will remind me.
Yeah, 60%.
I'm going to take all the curb on the right. Oops. Staying on the track, but taking a little curb. Braking to, oh, see, that was, now that I actually see it, I can actually see it at speed that was 100%, which is weird,
Mm-hmm.
but something to get used to. It's a muscle memory.
Yeah. Maybe also what could help you is if you brake there, just
Hmm.
look a little bit tiny on this brake bar also.
Okay.
Just to correct yourself if necessary, basically.
So yeah, it does feel a lot different when when the car is actually moving.
Mm-hmm.
I think because there's that sense of speed.
Yeah.
Okay, so braking. Okay, having a bunch of speed there. All right, let's get to it.
Yeah. Let's do it.
On the gas. Here we go. But that really is eye-opening how much actual brake pressure is needed to go 100%, and I'm glad we did that.
Mm-hmm.
Urgh. Okay, getting on here. I hate seeing the delta increase.
Mm-hmm.
Who likes it, right?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
true. Nobody likes
okay.
the delta, especially if it's red.
Yeah, I don't like that. Okay, get my head in it. Is that better? I didn't even look.
Yeah, better. Still, initial braking was a little bit too much,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's better, way better than before.
Okay. Too late.
Yeah,
All over the place.
it seems like you get a feeling for when you have to lift there. That's good.
Yeah.
Slight oversteer there on the exit, but if you exclude that, it was perfect. Then you have to try here to be on the inside, yeah, of the curb.
Earlier.
Yeah.
60%?
Yeah. And try to hold the brakes into the apex there. Was really good. The initial braking was now perfect. Just keep the brake into the corner there. Not the entire time, but till the car is rotated, basically. Okay, turn 1 was now perfect. Really perfect. You normally don't have to lift here. So basically flat.
Oh, so now I overslowed because I was braking earlier.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because
In this corner, for example, you can start braking 100% brake pressure and then release the brake into the apex, basically.
okay, sounds good.
And then now here, remember, 60% and carry the brakes into the corner, into the apex, basically. And try to
Not
brake
too slow.
after. Yeah, you have to brake after the kink. So
Okay.
basically, after the small right-hander, you start braking, basically.
Totally different going around the track now, to be honest.
Yeah. And now stay flat on the completely flat. Don't lift. See? It works.
Oh, I didn't invalidate it. Here we go.
A little bit too late.
Yeah.
Okay. Now brake after the kink basically and hold the 50-60% brake pressure almost into the apex there. Flat gear and then go, yeah. And then already at the apex you can go on the throttle. Braking was fine, just go now
Cool.
earlier on the throttle. See how much time
No.
you gained back only in this corner. Almost a second, if I'm not correct.
I think I could have braked later. It feels like I'm putting a lot less brake pressure on at the first corner.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, in this lap, it was too much braking, definitely, because you overslowed the car too much. Last lap and the lap before it was fine. This was good now.
Cool.
Go on the inside curb there, yeah, exactly, and then slam the throttle. Yeah. Now remember, brake after the kink and carry 50-60% to the apex, and as you hit the apex, you go on the throttle instantly.
Cool.
And on the throttle. Better, but you can. Next step, you will go even earlier on the throttle there.
Oh no. So I just have to slow it down a lot more. That corner feels so slow, but it is just a very slow corner.
Yeah, exactly. It's I think the slowest corner on the track.
Okay. I was braking way too early for that. That's okay.
Stay on the throttle here. Yeah.
interesting. I'm just trying to. There's a lot of things going through my head. Just
Yeah, don't stress
like what you
yourself.
said.
Don't put too much pressure on yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I want to do well. I want to perfect each corner and get the most time out of the track.
Yeah, I know that feeling. We just need to focus on maybe improving one corner and then the other ones, basically. So, like you can carry more speed into each corner and brake less and maybe later. Basically, the biggest time lost of you is in this fast right-hander. So, yeah, brake after the kink, 50%, yeah, and then cut. You can go there. Yeah, this was good. This was good. Now you only need to go over the inside curb there, because you can cut it completely, and then you are fine in this, especially in this corner, basically.
I can cut that. Oh, hold on. No. Okay, the first corner, I also have to figure. Feels better.
Nice.
Go, that felt better. Oops, missed that.
Yeah,
That
nice.
felt better.
Yeah, it was also good. Yeah, over the inside curb there. Nice. You can go there even more, but you get there. It's cool to see. Yeah, now remember again, 50-60% brake pressure, brake after the kink, and go over the inside curb there on the apex. Even, yeah, was better.
Of all the corners to invalidate. Oh, oh well. Mm. Putting it all together.
Yeah.
Remember that I can take that curb on the inside, like go over that curb.
Why? You can take the
Right?
curb on the inside. You can take it there and also like brake after the kink a little bit too early.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then go here on the inside. You can go completely over this red curb.
Oh, okay. And this one too.
Yeah.
Oh, last time.
Okay, you have, I think, 2 more laps, then the cell will restart. Then we do like maybe 5 laps of overtaking practice, and then we'll do driver swaps, I think 1 or 2 times for you to practice the pit lane entry, and then we should be fine for tomorrow.
Okay. I'm kind of like not feeling great about how I'm doing today as compared to the last couple or last week. I feel like I was doing better and it was a much more technical track.
If I'm honest, like time-wise, you're doing better here because you're doing more mistakes, but you are faster on the lap. So
Okay.
what I think is like you generally like improve yourself driving-wise, which means like you do faster lap times with more with mistakes, but you know that you can go faster without doing these mistakes. So basically, you raise your own personal bar higher, which means like you're doing maybe the same amount of mistakes like last week, but on the timetable you are faster than last week. So basically, you improved, but because you know that you maybe overshoot the corner there or brake too late on the other corner, you don't feel so well because the lap is not clean. But basically, you gained compared to last week time. So you just need to get the lap together, basically. See, now you don't remember it and you break 100% there. So
Calm down.
just calm down, relax. Yeah, you have nothing to lose. Basically, it's only practice.
That's true. That's true.
This was the perfect line, basically. Stay on the throttle. Stay on the throttle.
You're like, what are you doing lifting? I'm there.
See, you lifted directly on the apex here.
Oh,
That's
so
why
I see.
that's why you lose now time on the straight.
Oh,
Yeah, and now brake after the kink, after the apex there, and carry and cut the corner there on the inside. Yeah, on the inside, over the inside. Yes, that's what I want to see.
so slow over that corner, but I gained time.
Yeah, 3/10. Nice. 2/10 up.
Clean.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. All right. So,
Yeah, let's um
wow. So
uh
that felt like at the beginning is my head is just gonna explode.
yeah,
But I mean, with that last lap, just trying to put everything together and remember everything you said, it felt good and it was a clean lap. So I like to end on that note. Not that we're gonna end now, but
yeah,
that felt good.
yeah. I recognize now that we are on the team server, so basically let's do now one driver swap or two, and
Got it?
then we'll go on the solo server, do there a couple of laps together, and you
Okay.
can try to overtake me. I will do like mistakes on purpose that you can try, that you can get like
Sounds
into
good.
this mode of the race where maybe a driver in front of you does a mistake. And yeah, so let's drive now out. We assume again now that it's basically the formation lab. We'll check everything on the MFD,
Okay.
and
Um, I don't see you in the server.
I'm on the server. I'm requested also, mm,
Oh,
so just press on drive out of the pits, and then you will basically go instantly, not over the start finish straight, but you'll drive into the pit lane.
Thanks everyone who's tuning in. Oh, there we go. Accidentally shift up to second, but I noticed it and shift down
Yeah, no,
to
no worries.
first. All right. So where are you?
I'm not. We will do now the driver swap, and then we will
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
switch the server basically.
So I'm looking at, hold on, let's make it around this corner first. This will be the formation lap in preparation of tomorrow's race.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting until I get on to the straight. I'm going to select the driver, which I already have, but just to practice.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm warming up the tires on the throttle, braking a little as well,
Yes.
right? The formation lap is actually really tricky as far as getting into position and getting into that green area, that box.
Yeah. That's true.
But I've already done it twice, so it's it's going to be a lot better. At least I know what's happening going in.
Yeah, you have
The
now
first,
more experience than in the first two races, so yeah.
right? Okay.
50,
This
50,
is
50.
where I would be like,
Yeah.
brake.
And then go here completely over the inside.
Oh yeah.
And now the pit
Slow it
lanes.
down.
Yeah, exactly. Now the pit lane entry is on the left side now.
There
Yeah,
it
yes.
is.
Yeah,
Okay, where's that sign?
after
That
the
sign.
it's way later. There it is. And brake to one first gear. Yeah,
Go.
yeah, yeah. Perfect. Yeah.
There we go.
Then we'll also maybe do 2 or 3 driver swaps because all they basically I will be now in the car, then I will go back to the pits, and then I will swap you back into the car, and then you will practice again the pit entry basically. That you will, yeah, don't lose so much time tomorrow in the race because I think many drivers or many teams basically don't practice maybe the pit entry so much, and will lose
Yeah.
like maybe a couple of seconds there. Whereas we can maybe gain there a couple of seconds if you just drive the pit entry on the limit basically.
And I
Especially,
remember
yeah, sorry.
the last couple of or last race, I almost wanted to like pass a couple of people in the pit as they were approaching the sign to downshift. So that was time saving for us at least.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
All right.
And then
So,
I'm swapping myself, not myself. I swap you back into the car.
okay.
Yeah, now you can press again on drive and
Alrighty. I'm going. So an out lap and then coming into the pit box, right?
yeah,
So right here, I'm just going to click you in since it's a long pit out. There we go.
yeah,
That's good. I feel good about that. Okay, formation lap. Let's warm up the tires, give it some brake under throttle.
yes, exactly.
Braking as well to heat those tires up. Is that about the right brake pressure to heat the tires up, or should
uh,
it be at like more like at least 50%?
you try to be in a high RPM and then brake like that you can stay at the same speed basically. So it will be basically maybe second gear like 100 kph or so. Try to reach like 100 a high RPM and then press the brakes to be at like 100 kph basically. So go like,
Oh,
yeah, and then press as much so that you can stay at 100 basically. Yeah, and then you see like your brakes will go green. The fronts go even yellow. I think that's because we need maybe to change the brake pad, but
thing we haven't done. Okay, so cool. How much curb I should be taking on that? Just take everything to
Everything.
sweep you on inside. Okay.
Okay, now draft the entry on the limit. It's not bad. It's not bad if you can draft, and then yeah, brake a little bit, and then go on the throttle instantly, and then brake again into first gear. Yeah, this was on the limit, perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was that red flash? I hope I wouldn't. Would I have had a penalty?
I don't think so. Maybe brake a little bit
Okay.
earlier, but should be on the edge there.
Okay. There you
Yeah.
go.
Okay. Yeah, I think the pit lane entries for you fine. Okay, then let's quit the server and go on the solo server and do like maybe 15 minutes of yeah overtake practicing basically. And then we should normally be fine for tomorrow.
I don't remember to count 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
All right. And then
Yeah, just go now back into the menu and join on the solo server.
solar. Hold on. And then I just quit.
Yeah,
Make
just
sure I do the right thing. Oh, all right, everybody. Are getting some last minute things sorted out here for tomorrow's race. Solo. There we go. Oh boy. Oh, lots of people here. Okay, so there's Thea. There's. All right, no pressure, but we have a
no
bunch of
pressure.
drivers.
Yeah.
You know what? I did not load the setup.
Yeah, just load the setup and then. If you're ready, you
What's
can drive out.
happening? Okay, sounds good. So right now, this would be the formation lap. So I'm just going to get into the habit of requesting you immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's solo, so I can't do that, right? Is that
Exactly.
why?
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay. Went through the motions. So you go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, you are like now faster out of this corner. I'm staying here on the right side. Now try to overtake me on the inside, please.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Pull tires. All right,
Yeah.
there we go. So
Also try now into this corner. I want to show you something. Basically, if somebody overtakes you in this corner, just cut back, because then you normally could maybe do a switchback and overtake.
oh,
Let's
there's
let
a
the
car behind you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Basically, in this corner, you try to maybe be behind the car, and if somebody does a mistake here and runs wide, you can maybe try to get here on the inside. But it's very risky, so
Yeah. I feel like there may be a lot of cars flying off of there.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so
Last
how
corner
about
is also no overtaking spot, basically, because it's very fast. Only if somebody does a mistake in front of you. If somebody makes a bad run out of the last corner, you could try to overtake here on the inside.
Car on the right.
And also be careful to not run too wide, because then somebody just could go more there to the right side and then
Car on the
cut
right.
back here.
Clear on the right.
If you have a very good run out of this corner, you can also go here into the inside of the corner, basically. Now
this could be tricky?
I will have like a bad exit out of this corner, and you will try to overtake me into
One.
this one. Yeah, just stand the
Car on
throttle.
the left. Clear on the left.
Go for the inside, basically. Yeah, this was good. Now try to stay on the inside.
Clear on the right.
I'll try to defend. Okay.
Yeah.
We're here.
The next overtaking will be for you after the last corner. I will do like a mistake, and then you will try to overtake me into the first corner. Basically, for you to prepare.
See, this is where I could completely mess up.
I'm going now for the inside, trying to defend.
Car on the left.
Try to be there on the inside. Get yourself into the inside and try to force me maybe a little bit wide there.
Clear on the left.
Just drive.
Penalty.
Just drive. I try to attack you on the straight. Sure if it works. Now go. For example, now go for the inside as a defend. To defend basically. If somebody's very close behind you. Try to defend again. Try to stay on the inside there, because normally on the outside it's very hard to overtake here.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Because you're still on the inside and I can't cut back so much.
Yeah, so you'll always be slower, right?
Yeah, because
I mean, you're taking the slower line.
Yeah, exactly. Try to defend now the inside.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front.
Because see, go for the inside. Because otherwise I will overtake you basically.
When you say go for the inside, do I just stay to the left on the inside the whole time?
Yeah, basically till you brake, then you can normally maybe push the car to the left, but basically stay then on the inside, because I think if you go then to the left, maybe you hit the car there. So yeah, let's do 2 more laps and then we should be fine.
Okay. Here, getting the adrenaline going. Oh, duh. I went to. Go. Sorry about that. Like how Alice says Misano is suffering. She's always like the front runner.
Yeah.
Like she's so fast.
Sandbagging. Sandbagging.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
Got too
no.
excited.
Now we assume that I overshoot like the hairpin now, and you will try to overtake me on the exit basically. So I brake a little bit way too late. Then you go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, nice, 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 nice. Was good. Now try to defend the inside because maybe I would be so angry that I want to overtake you back.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Nice. Yeah, good job.
Okay.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
On there. Trying to defend.
Yeah.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Go for the go now for the inside if you see that the car is close behind you. Yeah.
Like, don't even.
Have to be careful, you know, to not overshoot because then I just can cut back.
On the right.
Yeah.
But now show what you've learned, stay on the inside and
Clear on the right. Car on the right.
yeah, exactly. Stay on the inside here. If a car is on the left side, stay on the inside. Because normally there's like no room for the car here on the outside.
Cool.
See, there's like no chance I can overtake you over the outside because you're still have a way shorter line, and then I have to cut the track, which is of course illegal.
Clear on the right.
Get that last corner. Okay, so you're coming up, but you're behind, so I can still stay back here.
Yeah.
Car on the right.
Going on. But no. Get out of my way.
See, now
Oh no.
I have a bad run, you can say no for the inside here.
Okay.
It's like very hard for me to stay here. But maybe I can... Hey! This was a little bit closing the door there. No worries.
Oh my gosh. Staying on the inside.
Yeah. Yeah,
Putting the pressure on.
a little bump drafting here.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
See, now you overshoot it a little bit, and now I can cut back.
Car on the left.
So this is what you have to keep in mind if you're defending. Because now,
Yeah.
because now I'm on the inside, and now you will see basically
Oh no. That I
which.
run out of room.
Yeah, exactly. See. Yeah, now for the set now he will try to overtake me again, and then we should be fine.
Okay.
I'm just slowing a bit down. Oh, I messed up the last corner. See,
What?
now I'll go for the inside. I try to defend. Try to overtake now.
Oh, you
Car on the
don't.
left.
Oh no.
Oh, this was.
Oh
Oh, you kept it on the track. Nice.
Clear on the left.
no. No.
Nice.
There we go.
Car on the left.
Uh, See now
Oh
you.
no, now you're on the inside.
Yeah, now I'm.
Car on the left.
Oh,
No, no,
sorry. No.
no
Car on the left.
worries.
See, I cannot do that because I had enough penalties.
Yeah,
Done serving penalties and
Car on the left.
yeah.
that. Oh,
It's just. It's like that.
sorry.
No, oh, the first thing collision you went.
I didn't mean to.
Interesting tactics.
Clear on the left. Car on the left.
Do not do this.
No, no.
I will be
Yeah, no worries.
there we go. Much better tomorrow. Get it all out today.
Yeah. Stand on the inside, see?
Okay.
See, I have to go even off track. I can't survive there on the.
Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Oh. We have somebody behind me.
Yeah, just park your car in turn 1.
That was fun. So,
Yeah.
well, we'll do more tomorrow, I suppose,
Exactly. Yeah.
before the race. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna practice tonight with the AI,
Yeah.
and
Perfect. Yeah.
that'll be good.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm feeling confident for the race tomorrow. We should be
Okay.
maybe even achieve a top 5. Let's see.
Okay, I hope so. I'm glad you're feeling confident. I have a lot of practicing to do tonight and just kind of get some consistently clean laps
Yeah.
under my belt and just feel good about, I guess, all the changes that we made to today, whether it's the braking, the line, how I apply the throttle, and things like that. So that's what I'm going to do tonight.
Sounds good. Perfect.
Yeah. Cool. Well, everybody who's watching on Facebook and on Twitch, thank you so much for tuning in. This is how I'm really getting ready for the race, and I have to tell you, I'm a bit I don't know. I'm not like I said earlier, Gerger. I don't feel as confident as I did last week, but I guess because I expect so much more of myself, I'm trying to push harder, and
Yeah.
yeah, I'm trying to get closer to your time, which is tough after playing ACC for 4 weeks. But I was trying to get some time out of this track.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Sounds good.
All right, folks, thank you so much for watching. And I will be live. We will be live tomorrow starting at 11 a.m. So you will see a little bit of practice. You will see, actually, practice isn't until 11:30, right? So
Yes.
we'll probably start maybe at 11 a.m. Our practice, and then go to the practice on the server with everybody, and you'll get to tune into the drivers meeting and hear what they have to say, qualifying and race at 12 p.m. Pacific. So everything starts off at 11 a.m. Pacific tomorrow, right here on our channel. So I
Yeah.
will see you folks tomorrow. Thanks a lot, Gregor. Anything else you have to say before we we end this?
Yeah, I'm also very happy with the session today, especially how you could, for example, adapt the braking, especially in this turn 10 or what, not turn 10, I think it was turn 12 or 13, with this half braking with the 50 to 60%. Yeah, it was very good. You made again progress, which is always good to make progress to improve yourself in each session. Yeah, I'm also thanking to the viewers for watching. I hope you could also take something from the session. Yeah, and then see you tomorrow. I hope for a
See you
good
all
race.
tomorrow.
And yeah, see you tomorrow, everybody. Bye bye.
Cool. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much.